All right, we are back. What's going on, guys? So took a week off from training, specifically weightlifting. I still did kickboxing, but now we are back in the gym with the new training block and setup. So I'm gonna go through a lot of it with you guys. So first off, first day is a lot of legs and back. And the first thing that we did is a wide stance box squat. So just keeping my legs a lot wider than normal. And just working on that kind of range of motion and different stance. That way, once we get to regular squat, I can kind of have a wider stance than normal, so we decrease that range of motion. It's something we're working on, playing with. We might not completely roll with it, but just a new variation that we've put into this program. And all of my other accessories are 4 sets of 20. My main lifts are 3x5, but everything else is 4 sets of 20. So lots and lots of volume in this training block. And this one is a new one. Good mornings. We haven't done these yet. Just really focusing on shooting my butt back, feeling that stretch in my hamstrings, glutes, and a little bit in lower back. But yeah, these are going to be good accessory, I think. I'm just looking forward to seeing what weight we can use with those. Next one is going to be a rear foot elevated split squat. And these, what I want to do is just keep my chest up and make sure that my knee is not going over my toe when I'm at the bottom of the movement. Just some cues to keep in mind. So 4 sets of 20 with these, and these absolutely burned. I had to take a little break in between each leg because my legs were completely fried after this. But yeah, tons and tons of volume, so my body's not really used to it right now, and been pretty sore since starting this new training block. As well as we're only doing 4 days since so much. Coming off of peak where I've just been working on working up to a heavy single, to this is a lot on my body. So really focusing on nutrition, hydration, and getting as much sleep as possible as I can. Right now with the holidays, I do have a little bit of time off, so it's really nice to get to catch up on everything and really focus on my training and not have a lot of outside things kind of or stressors getting to me while I'm doing these. So yep, that's pretty much it on those. Alternate, like I said before, just making sure your planted foot, its knee is not coming past your toes, and trying to keep your chest up as much as possible. So the next one that we're gonna do is a wide grip lat pull down, and I've kept doing these. I mentioned it in my last sessions that I was doing, my last block, because I really like these. I can feel my lats firing, and I just feel like both arms and lats are getting equal amount of work. Unlike with the regular lat pull down, I feel like sometimes, especially when I get tired, I'll compensate with one arm. So really just focusing on making sure that each lat and arm is getting the full effect of each set and reps. So yeah, gonna keep up with this. Again, 4 sets of 20 is a lot, so I wasn't doing much weight. And the next thing that we did was leg curl. I kept it with doing both legs at the same time. I might switch it up next week to doing single leg, but we'll see, because these workouts are very time consuming. And right now it's not a problem, but I know when I go back to work, it will kind of affect, like, because I don't have too much time in between my hours, as well as at night. It gets pretty late when I'm doing these, so I don't know, we'll work with it. But yeah, these are hamstring curls. And again, these were killing me because just that amount of reps is a lot. And just trying to figure out the weights too right now has been really interesting because I'm so used to lifting such heavy weight. But with all these reps and sets, like, the weight that I'm using is super light. So it's kind of a little gut check, ego check. But we're gonna keep rolling with it, making sure form is great and get stronger each week. So next superset, we're gonna do quad extension or leg extension, either one. And again, I did double leg for this instead of single leg. Might switch it to single next week. We'll see how that goes. And then the next one is Croc Row. And with this, I had a really good cue while I was watching videos that was told to me, and it was kind of squeeze your scaps together when you pull up, try and make them touch each other, and then I was able to feel my lats like fire so much and just all that stress onto it. So it felt really good. I'm really excited about these because after my lats were completely tired and toast. So that's it for this day. Next day that we went into was more of an upper body day, chest and I believe shoulders, but a lot of supersets and reps with that. And the supersets just help with the timing, making sure that it's quick and on pace and not too much rest time in between. So definitely feeling spent after these training sessions and really looking forward to it. So again, playing with the weights that I can do and just taking it day by day. So next one is going to be a wider grip bench press, and I had my dad help me because I'm not used to having my hands out this wide, and it really helps to have a spotter because you're not wasting your time trying to unrack the weight and your energy trying to unrack the weight. So put all of my effort into the reps, and it really helped. Felt kind of different at first because I'm not used to this wide of a grip, but we're trying to work on that with my bench press. So with this, I kind of felt a little bit of tension on my wrist, something to play with going forward. But yeah, next movement, so supersets. Now everything 4 sets of 20. First superset is a shoulder press with the barbell. As I'm going to the top, make sure you shoot your head through and have that full extension at the top to get the best results out of this movement. Again, 4 sets of 20. So I was only using the bar, just feeling it out this week. But yeah, hopefully next week I can either have it where it's not as taxing with the bar or add little 2.5s on to each side, because I don't feel like I can do much more than that. It's sets of 20, but that's okay. We'll keep working at it. And so for now, my days that I'm doing are Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Depending how each week goes will kind of depend on what days I can work out. But for now, that's the split. And this one is a cable row. I felt these, I hadn't done these in a while, but what I try and do is as I come to the center, kind of push more with my pinky and have a little bit of that scooping motion. And I feel a ton of activation in my chest when I do that versus when I don't. So just a little tip, if you want to feel it a little bit more, at least that helps me. But I also got a tip from one of the guys that trains there too, is to not have my feet split, have them together, and do the motion like that. So probably incorporate that next week and see what the difference is between having my feet together versus having them split like that. And then next superset is an upright row. So this is the first movement. And also he told me with these is to kind of, like a lot of times when bodybuilders are trying to show off their lats, they have their arms up and are flaring them. So he said that's kind of like the movement that you want to do to incorporate rear delt as well as your lateral and your traps. So what I'm doing is trying to pull up and back at the same time, and definitely felt that a lot different than how I was doing it. So gonna move forward with that. And this was only a 20-pound bar, so it's not a lot of weight, but it definitely has been fun to see how all these movements work together and with all these supersets and stuff. So next one is a dumbbell flat chest press. So I think these are only 30s that I was using. Yeah, those are 30s. And just regular chest press, nothing fancy about them. Just making sure that you get that full range of motion when you come all the way down. Make sure you feel that stretch in your chest, and then come all the way up at the very top where you feel your triceps and as I come down, there's not much of a pause in this one. We're just kind of doing touch and go. So no crazy pauses or slow tempos on the way down, just a regular flat chest press. And after that, we had a bicep of choice and tricep of choice as our superset. So I love doing these because I get to put I literally dig my armpits into the pad, make sure that I don't have any other movement besides my bicep as I'm doing this movement. No shoulder kind of helping me out during this. It's just strictly bicep, and just leaning back in that pad, just pushing against that pad really activates your biceps. So this is one of my favorite movements, so I'll definitely keep doing this. Maybe not each week, but incorporating it every other week. And the next one that I did was tricep. I believe these were, I did dips, okay. Because now I have biceps and triceps twice a week, so I get mixed up with which ones I did. But dips, these were a lot harder than I remember. I can't remember the last time I did 20 dips. So we tried it here. I think I got about like 17 or 18 before I had to take a break. So again, gonna try and get better at these and incorporate them more often in my training. But that's it. That's day 1 and day 2. I will go over day 3 and day 4 in the next one. Catch you guys then. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.